You know who my next guest is? Vinc Pichel is coming off a really impressive win over Jim Miller this past weekend at UFC 252. Vince, how's it going, man? I bet pretty damn good.
What's up, James? Yeah, I'm $1 million, man. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, where does this win rank for you? You know, you've had some really good performances in the octagon, but to beat a guy like Jim Miller the way you did, I thought is pretty exceptional. How does this rank for you?
It ranks very well. It lets everyone know that I'm a serious contender. Lets them know they could stop underestimating me just because of my fight with Gillespie in the grappling department. It lets people know. Gives these guys a very scary chill down their spine, I'm sure.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things you look at heading into that fight was that Miller really only lost to, you know, super tough guys. I mean, nothing against Scott Holtzman, but I think if you look at some of the other guys he fought, like Poirier or whatever, there was a lot of people who felt like, you know, he was only losing to really top guys. Going in, what was the game plan, and do you feel like you executed it?
Game plan was just to abuse him, man. Just be physical in there. Hurt him any way I can. Super concerned about takedowns. I thought he was gonna. I don't say I was super concerned about takedowns, but I thought he was going to try to turn it into a straight grappling match and use that to nullify my striking. He surprised me coming out striking, kind of threw me off a little bit. Yeah, man, I was honestly expecting a really tough fight. Jim Miller's the kind of guy that if you fight him, it's either going to end in the first round or it's going to be a 3-round war. So I was ready for a tough fight, man.
You had a lot of tape to look at with Jim Miller. I mean, the guy's been in the UFC forever and fought sort of the who's who. Was there anything that surprised you in the fight?
Geez, honestly, no, man. We were well prepared for him. We knew his strengths. We knew he was going to go for some leg locks. We knew he was going to try to possibly throw up his high guard and arm bar me because that's how he catches it, and then a guillotine, right? So we knew those three things about him. I knew his striking. He likes to lead with his left hand. I knew he comes in off kicks, and that's how he gets his takedowns for the most part. So these are all things that we knew about. I was well prepared for him, everything just came out perfectly, man. The plan just came out perfectly, and that's a good example of game planning gone right, honestly.
Now, you fought without a crowd before, like a limited crowd when you were on The Ultimate Fighter, but how was it fighting on Saturday without the crowd in the octagon for the UFC? Like, was it a difference? Did you hear the commentary? Like, how was it in there for you?
Honestly, I didn't really even notice, man, because I've been fighting in the streets since I've been a little kid, right? I think I had my first fight in the streets when I was like 8 years old, 7 or 8 years old. But I'm kind of more used to not having a crowd than I am having a crowd, right? I mean, I've been fighting in the UFC since 2012, so there's always been crowds. So it was a little weird, but it was also like kind of home too for me, right? Because it's almost like fighting in a gym, which we do every day. It made his coaches easier to listen to and to hear, so I knew the kind of stuff they were training against me. So it was all good, honestly. I could hear my coach as well. It was good.
Now, after the fight, did you have a chance to talk to the UFC or as your management? Because they must have been pretty happy with you getting the win the way you did.
Yeah, I talked to Shelby, talked to my manager. I told him, I got some bumps and bruises, nothing major. I'm going to heal up, get back in the gym, and let's get right back at it. I want to fight by the end of the year.
Nice.
Shelby's like, cool. I got fights for you, so you know what I mean? Let me know when you're ready to go, and we'll get you out there again. I was like, sweet.
How did you celebrate after the fight?
Just hung out with my manager, hung out with a bunch of friends, other fighters.
Did you go to Jason's house? Because I've been hearing about this. Like, I just talked to Daniel Pineda, and then obviously Chito Vera was there too. Like, it must have been quite the party because there was a lot of winners from Team Iridium on the night.
Yeah. We were all over there just drinking, having a good time. You know what I mean? Just dicking around, just enjoying ourselves, right? I'm sure it's been stressful for everybody with the COVID thing and the way the world is right now, and then having to fight too, and the big pressure of the fights. Like Pineda had a big fight against Burns. Vera had a big fight against Malley. I had a big fight against Miller. So it was honestly a big night for Team Iridium, man, and came out good. Well, the only one who didn't win, I think, was Yoda, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, should have won though.
Yeah,
did you have a chance to see that fight? That was kind of a bad decision, in my opinion.
Yeah, I watched a lot of it. I went back and actually just watched it. And can't trust those fucking judges, man.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, what I got to ask, just because you mentioned it there, what do you drink? What's your drink of choice?
Oh, I'm drinking alcohol. I drink Jack. I'm a Jack man. But whiskey, honestly, they didn't have any Jack there. They had Jameson, so I was chugging down Jameson that night.
Have you had proper 12 yet? I have to ask.
I have, and it's really not that good to me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it.
No, that's fair enough. I like the
Not my
honest
thing. Not my
assessment. Some
thing.
people, I feel like, I think because people think they're like Conor McGregor when they drink it, that it adds to the height of it. But yeah, I think it's decent. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's the best I've ever had. But yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's all right. It's an all right alcohol to me.
okay. Have you ever had Crown Royal?
Yeah, I like Crown. Crown's good. Crown's good alcohol. I really my favorite is probably Single Barrel Jack. Single Barrel Jack is my favorite whiskey. I love it. All right, like I'll just drink that straight out of the cup without any kind of soda or nothing in it.
Have you always been a whiskey drinker, or was it like a phase you had to sort of go through it? Like for me personally, now I'm like tequila's my drink. Never used to be that way, but it's sort of evolved that way. Have you always been a whiskey guy?
No, I actually experimented a lot with alcohol when I man when I was younger. I was a little degenerate. I did drugs and drank and stuff. So I used to drink. I used to drink like what is it, like King's Cobra, like malt liquor, and then I kind of got sick of that. I just had some friends that could buy it for me, and then I started drinking like schnapps. I drank some stuff like that. You know what I mean? I drank like Boone's Farm like in high school with some of the friends. You know, for a little bit I drank beer after that, and then I just kind of went into whiskey and other alcohols, and I stopped. I don't even drink beers now. Like I
It's
get
tough.
full.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah,
I can have like a couple, and then it's like I don't know, because I think it's because of age. Like we're almost close to the same age. Like for me, it's just I have like one or two, and I'm like I'm full. Like I can't eat. I can't have any more.
yeah, yeah. I get full before I get drunk, but I have certain alcohols for certain things. Like tequila will be like party shots, right? Like I'll take shots. Honestly, I'll take shots at anything. But tequila is like the party shot, right? Like celebration shots. You know, for me, Jaeger is like liquid Xanax. I stay the hell away from Jaeger. Like I do not remember what happens when when I drink Jaeger. But if I got some whiskey and I'm chilling, some whiskey or some rum or something like that, like I'm cool. I'm chilling.
So you talked about it there as far as a return date. You want to fight at the end of the year. Are you thinking like November, December? Or are you thinking like sooner than that? What's sort of the timeline? Just now, I know the wind's kind of fresh for you.
No, November, December would be a good timeline for me. Give me some time to kind of just relax, heal my body, celebrate a little bit. You know, visit my family and friends that I didn't get to visit because of craziness. Like I honestly, I've been a recluse in my house, so I'll train and then I come home and then I stay away from people because I don't want to like I don't wear a mask and I don't want to put myself at higher risk than I do need to for COVID, right? So
And you got a cool setup at home anyway, so it's nice to be at home, right?
yeah, right. So my house is a little too comfortable, honestly, sometimes for me. But yeah, I'm super lucky to have that, and I distract myself with video games and streaming and whatnot. So I have a good time.
Is there anyone you're looking at fighting next? Have you taken a look at the rankings or looked at the rosters, or a fight that stands out that you would like to have as your next opponent?
I haven't, no, actually. And when I was talking to Sean, I kind of told him like, I don't know, in my head, I'm like, I don't really care who I fight, but I'd rather fight someone with a little notoriety, right? I want to move up the ladder still. I don't want to.
Or like a name, because you just like Jim Miller's a household name in MMA. Like everyone knows Jim Miller, right? So where do you go from here? Because it's like obviously like that's a name. So I would think either like someone close to the top 15 or even a top 15 guy or something like that. Because it's it's an interesting predicament you're in because you just got to win over a guy who's pretty notable.
Yeah, honestly, I feel about the same, man. I'm honestly thinking about the same. Maybe a higher level guy, top 15, top 20 guy, maybe even top 10, depending on who it is. There's a lot of guys up there that I know I could beat, and that would definitely underestimate me in a fight. So there's a lot of fights that make my mouth water.
We talked about it there. Big win over the weekend. What's the plan for the rest of the week? I know you said you're seeing family and friends and stuff like that, but like, do you still go into the gym or you just sleep in and play some video games? Like, what do you do when you come off a big win like this?
I'm a little beat up. My elbows are sore. My leg is sore from a kick I landed. Um, Maybe from both the kicks, honestly. But I'm just kind of letting that heal up. My ankle's kind of restricting me a little bit. It's a little hard to walk on. Maybe I'm gonna start jogging. Next couple of days here when it gets when it's not doesn't look like a damn elephant's foot. But I'm not in the gym right now. I'm kind of just relaxing. I'm stretching every day, rolling myself out, taking care of it. And when I'm good, I'm gonna get right back in the gym.
And we look forward to your next fight, man. Again, congratulations on the victory. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, where they can get any of that cool swag you're wearing there. And if you got any like sponsors you want to thank, the floor is yours.
Sweet, thanks. All right, all my social media is the same, From Vinc Pichel, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, my Twitch channel, From Vinc Pichel. Thank you to my sponsors, Rev Gear. I want to thank Miss Mary Jane's. I want to thank Mr. Smoke Buddy. I want to thank my coaches, Brian and Brian Peterson, Peter Cunningham, everyone at Peterson's Grapplers, everyone at House of Champions out here in Van Nuys, everyone at City of Dong, Walter, the crew over at City of Dong, everyone there, the boys helped me train. My buddy Drew Sklove, everyone at Street Sports, everyone that's helped me over the years prepare for the fight and shed their blood, sweat, and tears to me. I appreciate you guys. To the fans, thank you guys too. Everyone that bet on me, you owe me a damn cut. Everyone who didn't, sorry about your luck.